Slater Kirkland in New York City with your latest news from channel WKTZ at the top of the hour. We are now into the fourth day without our greatest heroes, and confirmation has finally come from one source, Edwin Jarvis, the personal butler of the Avengers. In a brief statement, Jarvis confirmed to media sources that the Avengers have indeed been missing, and that he has not had any contact with them since their mysterious disappearance in the middle of last week. Jarvis did also say that the Avengers have been gone on long missions in the past, when traveling to alternate dimensions and other worlds, but he did admit that even in those circumstances that he was informed before their departure. On Capitol Hill this afternoon, Senator Kelly met with Senator Ramona Hines, the only other senator to accept his invitation to debate the Mutant Control Act during this holiday break. Senator Kelly expressed his optimism for the bill's eventual passing, saying, despite the low turnout for the debate, he vowed to make sure that the bill would eventually pass. Here in New York City, there have been several reports of homeless people disappearing in Alphabet City. While not a terribly noteworthy story normally, rumors of those that are disappearing are mutants has changed the importance to some degree. Who would kidnap a mutant? And more importantly, is there an underground community of mutants living in Alphabet City? And that's all from WKTZ's News at the Top of the Hour, with me, Slater Kirkland.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode. This is episode 3 of Saturday Morning Superheroes, a Marvel Superheroes, a classic Marvel's Superheroes role-playing game. My name's Adam, playing Gabe, aka Squall, a mutant.
Hi, and I'm Kevchan. I'm playing.
I'm not done talking yet. I'm going to keep going.
Oh, sorry. I
Interrupt him, Kevchan. Don't let him push
devilishly handsome.
He can't take, he's got problems with authority, but he's got to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, I'm done.
That's how people get shot, Adam.
Man.
This is why I'm in a room by myself and not with you guys. All right, you can continue. Please, by all means, take over.
Thank you, sir. I'm Kevchan. I play Jackson Briggs, a.k.a. Mental. And I'm over here on the West Coast. I'm very excited. Got my new headphones. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. You look like a podcaster.
I look like I know what I'm doing by the skin of my teeth.
Like now I feel like we're broadcasting the Monday Night Football game.
Right. There it is.
Right.
Well, Adam's been doing this for a long time, and you're better than him already.
It's true.
Look at that.
He's a natural.
Natural. Exactly. Hi, everybody. I'm Will DM. I'm the judge for this evening. And like Adam said, episode 3. Whoa. and I hope everybody's having as much fun as we're having producing this thing. It's
been fun. I mean, this is the first non Dungeons and Dragons RPG game that I've played, and it's very fun.
It's the first. You never played any other RPGs aside?
No,
D&D?
I had the DC game.
Yes,
but I never played it with anybody.
Yeah, it's a
you
little
never
bit.
LARPed?
It's a lot more crunchier.
You never LARPed? Oh, I've
LARPed.
LARPed. That's my other than D&D thing I like to do back in the day is LARPing.
Were you part of the society?
We were our own society in the game, I guess.
Because that's a different breed. The Society of Creative Anachronisms. Those guys, that's kind of it's a different breed.
Yeah, that's a whole other level.
I did do one. No, I take that back. At a convention, I did one as well. It was a Western one that I did, and I played the sheriff. But I was more of an NPC in that. But I played one because my customers back in the day begged me to play. And I played one game of Vampire the Masquerade.
That was it. That's what I used to play. Yeah.
And after that one, I was like, I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this. It's not my bag. It's not my bag.
I loved it. Oh, are you kidding me? I loved it.
Yeah. It's like, you guys come up. I'll serve you coffee. That's my deal. So anyway, welcome everybody to episode 3. And I guess we'll just dive right back into it. I mean,
Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been doing recaps on this, and I don't think I'm going to really, because the recaps in the video.
It's not at all.
Well, it's gonna be. You guys haven't really done anything yet.
Recap. You have. I mean, there's stuff in the opening video, but it has nothing to do with us or the game.
Well, it's got everything to do with the Marvel Universe, and
it's
right now,
setting. You're laying.
It's the setting. Well, here's the thing. Like you were saying, it's like, because Adam asked me, it's like, so like, hey man, like if we do stuff, are we ever gonna get into the newscast? I'm like, yeah, you gotta do something first.
That's an uncanny impression, by the way.
It is. He asked me just like that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'd really love to be mentioned. If it's okay, I mean, I don't have to if you don't really need.
He's almost at Kermit the Frog.
Almost. You picked that up too. I was about to say.
Hey guys.
All right. So So if you haven't,
well, last week really, all we did was fight off some AIM agents and
Yeah,
and a robot.
It was the Squall show all last episode.
There was a little bit of.
Oh yeah, I take not real. I mean, I did a lot of daring do.
You did a lot. You did all the heavy lifting.
But you got rid of all of the actual AIM agents.
Exactly. Don't sell it short. If it wasn't for mental, there'd have been a hell of a lot of blasters fired.
It could have been. It would have been a lot.
Because the AIM agents were kind of like, you went, yeah, let's get out of here. All right, cool.
Yeah. They were scared. They got scared.
Yes, they did get scared. They did get scared.
So because of that, it was a much easier encounter than it would have been normally.
Way easier.
So this was teamwork.
Oh, okay.
This was good. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I knew you were going to say that.
Of course, I'm going to say that.
And you know what?
Okay.
It's true.
It is true. It is true. So, and we'll get into part of the people start to pick up what's going on because we'll talk about it as we go through the show. Now, let's imagine again that we have a camera, and the camera again is hovering over the great metropolitan city that is New York City, and it zooms in and goes down. It goes really fast. It goes through some clouds, zips in and out between some of the buildings, and heads right for a brick wall of a building, and zoom, goes right through the brick wall, and then you're on the other side. You're in a hallway, and the hallway looks a little bit out of place for the brick wall from which it just went through, because the hallway is very sterile. White lights, metal, very hospital, if hospitals were made out of stainless steel. And
my hospital is. I mean, the one that I run.
The one you run.
In the abandoned warehouse down the street, anyway.
We're not going to even ask what you do there. But
you don't need insurance to come to Adams Hospital, folks.
Just cash.
Just cash. And as the camera goes through the wall and goes into this hallway, you can see at the end of the hallway are 2 AIM agents walking side by side, dressed in their yellow uniforms. And you see them from the back, and the camera zooms in real rushes up really close, gets behind him, swings around, and we're seeing the front of these two AIM. I don't know if they would be agents, but AIM individuals walking in their helmeted associates in their helms, and one of them seems to be a little bit upset. He's kind of throwing up his hands, things along these lines.
I can't believe it, man. Come on, it's like it's like we can't go anywhere. The scientist supreme puts us on lockdown. I don't understand. Why is he doing that?
And he looks over at the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why would he do that? It's like there's no reason to put us on lockdown. I mean, how am I supposed to call my girlfriend now?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've been wondering the same thing. How are you going to call your girlfriend? Crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. And it's like, what are we going to... Well, yeah. Well, did you get to call your girlfriend? I didn't get to call my girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me, man. You're pouring salt on the wound. It just happened yesterday. I literally told you about it in the beginning of the shift.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. That's my mistake.
You know what? I mean, we've all got things in our minds. I mean, there's a lot going on here at work, and we're all stressed out. I understand.
Yeah. My girlfriend's... She's got a couple of friends. I could maybe...
I feel like this is taking a weird turn. Can we keep this professional? Just like a work thing?
Fine. Well, whatever.
I like a clean separation between work and leisure.
Anyway, shut up. There's the scientist supreme.
Oh, shit.
And so they keep walking down the hall. and as they're walking down the hall, the camera turns again. And so we're not just looking at them. We're looking at what they're looking at as they're walking down the hall. And there, with his hands clasped behind his back, is another individual dressed all in the yellow garb, but he's got like extra stuff on him to make him look more regal. He's got a long yellow cape where the two agents don't. He's got yellow shoulder pads because when you're important, you get shoulder pads.
You get shoulder pads.
You get shoulder pads
on the shoulder pads.
Oh yeah. It's got a little bandolier of like badges of some sort, because AIM obviously gives out badges.
There's one for sewing, one for lighting.
Well, they're
a fire.
scientists, so there's like one for like basic physics 101 badge. And
proving gravity,
right.
That whole thing.
So they walk down and like they stop right next to the Supreme, and he's standing in front of a large window looking into this room, and he's not paying any attention to these two men who just walked up to him. And the two guys, they look into the room, and through the glass there's like an experiment going on. It's another one of these very sterile rooms, again, stainless steel. There's different tables around, several different machines, computers on desks and what have you. And there's a group of 3 of these yellow-clad AIM agents. And these ones, of course, have white coats on because they're scientists doing their work, and you have to put the white coat on when you're doing your work. So, and they've got clipboards, and on this table is just this dude who's strapped down. And he's just in a pair of underwear, and he's naked. And one of the guys, wait,
is he in this pair of underwear, or is he naked? Which is it?
Did I say naked and a pair of underwear?
Yeah. So
he's naked except for a pair of underwear. There we go.
Will's like, if you ever watch Arrested Development, Will's a never nude.
What's a never nude?
All right.
I think I would agree with that. But, and one of the AIM agents that's in there in the lab coat, we'll call him an AIM scientist, he pulls out he's got this big syringe, and he like taps it and he squeezes a little bit, and then he reaches down and he squeezes, he inserts it into the guy's arm, and he depresses the plunger, sending this liquid into his arm. Then they back away a little bit, and they all get their clipboards out, and they're starting to watch. The guy starts to tremble a little bit, starts to shake a little bit, and then he starts like, his body starts like growing and pulsating, and one of his feet gets like big, and then like the calf muscle on his other leg and gets big, and it's like quivering, and half of his face gets big while the other half isn't, and he's like starting to scream and like, ah! And then he started to like hulk out in but like disproportionate ways, like part of his body over here is getting big while the other part's not. And then the next thing you know, he rips off the metal restraints that's keeping him to the table, and he kicks off the other ones. And you could see the AIM scientists that were in there taking notes get really scared, and they drop their clipboards and they turn to run, and he grabs one of them. The guy on the table grabs one by the collar, and he chucks him over into a wall. And then the other guy starts screaming, and the lights go on, woo, 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 and it rips completely off the table, and it goes over and it jumps on the other two scientists and starts bang, bang, bang. And as their screams die down, the green gas gets entered into the chamber, and it's beating on the scientists. Go slower, and then it sways a little bit and falls over. And then the two AIM agents that were walking up talking about their girlfriends kind of look at each other, kind of oh. The scientist supreme shakes his head.
I think I'm gonna call Susan back up. I feel like I didn't really give it.
Hey, shut up!
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna piss him off.
And the supreme scientist turns around to the two guys, and goes,
I want you two to get in there and clean it up. And then take out that disgusting transformed reject and put it into the reject pile.
And he turns around and he walks away. And after he gets a little bit further down the hall, and he thinks he's out of earshot, the one AIM agent turns to the other and goes,
I think you should give Susan a call, man. If you don't, though, it's like Becky. She's got friends, man. I'm just saying.
Again, separation, work and leisure.
You're the one who brought it up!
And then it fades black.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So we go from there, and as it fades to black, and then it comes, the scene comes back up. We're back in the abandoned offices below the warehouse where they originally met where Jackson and Gabe had first met the SHIELD agents, where Darian had taken them, and he said that, hey, this is where we live, right? And it's inside. We're inside this place, and Gabe, you spent the night there, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So Darian's in there, and he's got a radio. He's got a little portable radio that he's got in his lap, and he's listening to it really quietly. Now, is Gabe an early riser?
After what happened last night?
You're not the one who threw up.
He didn't know. He didn't sleep well, though. So, yeah, he's up early because he's a little tense.
Okay. Now, you weren't supposed to go and hook up with Jackson until a little bit later in the day.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to say probably around 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And the thing of it is last night was Friday night. So what does Gabe do on a Saturday? Would that be one of his bread and butter days to go make some money?
Yeah, he would go down to Washington Square Park and with his, pad and paper and try to sketch people and for money.
Okay, so now you're there with Darian, and after you get up, Darian turns up the radio. He's like, "Oh, hey, so what are you doing today, man? You got any money?" It's like this 11 spoonful doesn't open up till later, and 11 spoonful on the weekends is now Martha runs the joint Monday through Friday. Okay. On the weekends, she has a bunch of volunteers that come in and run the place, and she gets the weekends off.
Sure.
So that she doesn't have to work 7 days a week.
Right.
She still might pop in and do something. And generally what they do is they'll serve a breakfast, and then they'll serve a lunch, and then they give to-go bags for people to take with them for later in the day, and then it's not open for dinner.
Okay.
Is basically the regular procedure.
So it's just a daytime thing.
For the most part. And one of the reasons too is because they don't people moving around the street. It's a high crime area, so after dark, it's better not to have them do that. So they just send extra food home with people if they need it. Is basically what it is. So, so Darian's like, so, what do you?
All right, you wanna come with me? I'm going down to
yeah, man.
I go to Washington Square and try to get the tourists to let me draw them.
Oh, so you're an art. You're an artist. You can draw.
Well, I try to be. Yeah.
Oh, could you draw me?
You got any money?
Oh, no, not right now.
Well, then not today. Okay. But I will say, because look, there's a lot of stuff going down. You wouldn't believe what happened to us last night.
Well, yeah, I was kind of like sleeping pretty hard.
Well, I'm glad you got a good night. I'm sorry, Darian. I'm a little on edge.
Anxiety, when it like takes me, and then I fall asleep. So, yeah, I'll come with you if I can. That'd be great.
Yeah, but when I'm working,
that's not ominous at all.
When I'm working, I'm gonna need you just to hang back, okay? Because it's a solo operation.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but stay fairly close. There's a lot of shit going down, and you are a mutant, right?
Yeah.
I think about like just like going for a swing, and I'm thinking about like if I just swing at him, what would happen?
See, I already told you, dude. You don't like him when he gets angry.
I know. That's why I kind of want to do it. I don't though. Because at the same time, like if he's like, I don't know what this dude's deal is, and I don't want and if he's not ready for it, I don't want to cold cock him.
Right.
So,
not to mention, you got to go make some scratch, man.
Yeah, I know, but I do think about it.
Time. Okay, not a problem. So like, there's an uncomfortable stretch of a couple of seconds where you guys just like look at each other.
Yeah.
And then he just like looks at the ground
just a little before I let it go.
Cool.
I say, all right, yeah, come with me. Like I said, just try to stay out of sight. Nothing personal, but
okay. Yeah, so he's totally down with it. So he goes with you. You guys go down to Wash Park, and where's your place? Where do you normally like to set up to catch the best?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, this time, it's time of year. It's not.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of people, so I would just be over in like the like on the steps. There's like a little like platform. Type thing. So I would just be, over in that area because a lot of people, sit and eat their lunch. There's some.
Is that around the fountains? Isn't there like a big fountain there?
Yeah, but it would be off probably in 1985 in January.
In January, yeah. But okay. All right. So you head down there. You're getting to you're heading straight over to where you normally would set up because you're like, that's my spot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an unspoken thing. A lot of the different type artists or performers or what have you that might be hanging out down there have their own little places that they kind of claim as their own. Mm-hmm. And as you walk up and you're going to where you normally would be, there's this chick in the same place that you normally would be.
Yeah.
She's got an easel up and a sketch pad, and she's got like this couple standing there, and she's like drawing them, and she's got
like the archway is behind them, and
yeah, she's totally and she's got this mane of like curly red hair, sort of like just imagine
conflicting feelings.
Just imagine.
Kim Chen knows I have a penchant for redheads.
Yeah.
It's imagine Mary Jane, but with curly hair. Mm-hmm. What was that Disney movie with the chick with the
Brave?
Brave.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So think of that. She's she's a looker, and she's right in your spot.
All right. Darian is out of the way now, yeah.
Yeah, he's been walking like 5 steps behind you almost the entire way.
Sick him. You got to sick him on her. Is that what you're gonna
No, I want him.
Like,
I
poke
want
him
him.
in the eye, go,
I want him to find him. Like, I'm gonna point out a spot to him. Sort of, down the street a little bit. There's like a quiet area where he can just sit and hang out, where he can still have like I'd still be an eye shot of him.
Gotcha.
So,
and he's got his radio with him.
Yeah, well, I don't give a shit what he does.
Okay.
His entertainment is not my business. I'm trying to keep the guy alive, and I'm not really sure why, but
because you're a good guy.
But we're not best
One
friends.
might even say you're an aspiring superhero.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I trust him yet, though. So it's partly I want to keep him safe if he is who he says he is, but I also want to keep an eye on him if he's not.
Gotcha. Okay, so he goes where you told him to go, and he
but
goes.
I don't want.
Down.
I've already got.
He's got his radio. He doesn't play it really loud because it wears the batteries down quicker, and he's got it, just up next. He's just
little
sitting
transistor.
There. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I'll go. I'll walk over to the. I'll wait because. I'm not rude. I'll wait until after she's done with this.
You gonna check out how good she is?
There's a little bit of maybe jealousy.
Come on, there is.
Yeah.
You gonna look? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I'll be standing behind her, not directly, obviously, because I'm waiting until she's done with these people. But I'm gonna sort of hang back a little bit at an angle where I can see the. The easel.
Yeah. So what she's doing a typical tourist thing. She does a caricature.
Oh, for fuck's sake! She's a caricature artist.
Yeah, she does a caricature,
that
and
makes
then
her
like
a lot less sexy.
She tears it off, and she goes, "Here you go," and it's like, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so great! Look at that! Oh, you're so funny! Look at her!" And the guy reaches in his pocket and he gives her a $5 bill. And she goes, "Thank you very much." And she puts it in her pocket, and the couple walks away giggling, looking at their picture, and she turns around. And I take it you're standing right there.
Yeah, once they leave, I'll walk up to her.
She goes, hey, buddy. If you don't mind, I really would appreciate it if you weren't going to lay around here and be above me where I'm trying to do business. It's gonna scare away the business.
Wow.
Wow. No offense. Everybody's on hard times, man. I understand.
Dust off the members only jacket.
Yeah.
I do have the epitaph.
You do.
So I say, well, I don't want to cause a fuss here, but this is my spot. I've been here now a few weeks.
Hold on a second. And she goes and she like looks and she looks towards the front of the park. Now, is there an entryway? I'm sure it doesn't have the sign on the.
Not really an entryway, but there's a big square structure with an archway built inside the square structure, so that's
Does it say anything like Washington Park on it or anything like that?
There's got to be a sign somewhere, but I don't know. It's not on that.
But she looks in that general area.
There's probably like a plaque or something somewhere that says like on a...
When I came in here with my stuff, I didn't say this belonged to a homeless dude.
Yeah. Gabriel Washington is the name.
Gabriel Washington, you don't say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Dolly Washington. Very nice to meet you. She starts to hold out her hand, and then she's like, "Yeah, you probably haven't bathed yet today."
Look.
Yeah, look.
I don't want to start a thing here.
I think it started.
It did, and I don't understand how.
This is my spot. I'm here. If you just got up earlier and were, I'm not going to say, if you were more committed to doing things, maybe, you would have been here early, you would have got the spot, and I wouldn't have got it. I'm just saying.
All right, Dad.
Hey, let's be honest here. Anyway, I'm probably a better artist than you. Anyhow,
you know what I saw?
I'm definitely going to make more money at this location.
No, your cartoons, your little cartoons were cute.
That's what they're supposed to be.
I don't know that I'd call that art.
I'm sorry, Rembrandt. Why don't you pull a piece out and let me check it out?
All right, I'll actually take out the picture that I had been working on of Briggs.
Okay. So now, I guess what we're going to say here is that your artistic ability, I mean, what type of stat do we think that would go after? You have the artistic talent.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a bonus to whatever. Would it be an agility thing? Because it's more of an art is more of an eye-hand coordination sort of thing. You got to think it up here and then be able to have it this to do it down here. So I'll give you the choice. You can either have it be a dexterity feat or an intuition feat. Your choice.
I would go with agility then.
Okay, and what's your agility?
Amazing.
Nice. Look at you. Look at you.
Should I
Okay,
roll something?
cool. So that means with the artist talent, your art is actually gonna be ranking in at monstrous. So it's really
That's
fucking
not
good
the
stuff.
only thing ranking as monstrous.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
so here's the
boy,
thing.
here we go.
Here's the thing. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna just give me a roll, and you're going to roll on the monsters table, and you'll get to tell me. We'll get to see how
95.
good it is. Holy shit!
That's deep in the red.
Yeah, it is. So like she sees it, and her jaw like drops, and she goes, "You did this?"
Yeah. I mean, it's not done yet. It's just a sketch, but
Oh yeah, I could tell. But wow, you did this. Let me see some of your other stuff.
all right, I'll show her. I have everything with me.
Okay. Okay, so
I'm a homeless dude.
now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you give me one more.
I pull out
roll.
my shopping cart. I've got bags. I'm just kidding. Just a little joke for all you.
We're
homeless out
we're
there.
gonna
know
have
what I
you
mean.
do another roll. Now this roll is going to be for basically your whole everything you got as a whole sort of thing.
All right. 58 on
58.
monstrous.
I should have said. Now don't forget, you guys can always spend karma.
Oh yeah, can I spend?
Yes, because you guys are still getting used to the game.
Yeah.
So I will definitely allow you to spend karma. but
I
you
would
will
have for this roll. I would have spent. Can I?
And
Do I
that's-
re-roll? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
so I'm
would've-
gonna want you to do a reroll.
I would have spent easily 35 karma on this
Okay. Okay, go ahead and spend 35
because
karma.
this is my livelihood we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, that was even worse. 49 plus.
But
35.
you add the 35 to it, so there you go. 4,
70 something.
Okay, so still really good stuff. You got a yellow.
Yeah, it's deep in the yellow.
Yeah. So she's like, wow. Wow. That is, you're really talented. Too bad you can't have the spot. Maybe somebody who really cares about really good art would come along and then buy something from you. But you see, that's not what tourists want. They want what I'm doing.
Cartoons.
Yeah. Tell you what. I smell a bet. Hold on a second. She goes, yeah, asides the urine smell, there's
Well,
definitely
well,
a
first
bet
of
in
all,
the air.
I don't piss myself.
No, I didn't say it was you. It was probably these guys over here peeing in the bushes. I'm sure you have your own. I appreciate you standing downwind from me because that shows you got manners. I appreciate that.
I think about using my powers, by the way.
To like blow the wind
Blow
away from
the
you.
wind at her, but I don't. 'Cause that...
But she's like, tell you what.
Like the wind is constantly blowing my stink away from people. Like that's...
I'll let you have this spot today. Okay? If next Saturday you meet me here, same time, and we'll both do art, and then at the end of the day, whoever has sold the most gets it all.
deal.
All right.
Now the most or brings in the most money. Because let's be honest, that's what we're here for. Yeah.
All right. Whoever brings in the most money gets to take the entire kitty. So whatever I make, if you for some reason make more money than me, I'll give you what I make, and vice versa. How's that sound?
Deal.
Okay, and she holds her hand out to you this time, for real.
All right, I'll shake it.
Dolly.
Gabriel.
I wasn't lying about that. Oh,
I wasn't lying about that either.
Oh, well, Mr. Washington, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Mrs.
You are
Washington, the pleasure's all mine.
You are extremely talented, even if you are not, knowing what you need to do to make a buck around town.
Yeah, and your cartoons are cute.
She starts packing. I know. That's the whole reason I do them. And it's like as she's packing them up, there's another couple that's like starting to stroll into the park, and she goes, "Oh, hey, maybe they want a lifelike picture that's going to take like 4 hours to draw. Hey, maybe you should ask them. See how that goes for you."
You got to work on your bedside manner.
She's still packing up her stuff. She goes, "What?"
I'm going to set my stuff up.
So she finishes packing up and whatnot, and she goes, "All right, Gabriel, I will see you here next Saturday, same time. Don't be late."
No, it's a date.
No, you couldn't. No, you're not. Sorry, you're not that lucky. Yeah. It's just, well, no, never mind. And then she turns and she starts, she puts her she's got everything packed up. It's like a suitcase in a bag. She puts it over her shoulder and she starts walking away. And then as she's walking away, she gets about like maybe a good 20 feet away from them. And she like flicks her hair and she takes, she gives the quick look over her shoulder. Were you watching her walk away?
Oh yeah.
She hurries up and hurries up and then looks forward then. So
right. I'll set up. By the way, my other talent is performance. So I use that to get people interested in the, I just don't stand there waiting for someone to say, "Oh, can we get a picture?" I'm like a circus barker out there.
Yeah. You're a circus barker that only does serious art, though.
Yes.
So basically, how do you do this? Because your stuff doesn't just automatically get produced.
No.
Do you set some of it up for like this is stuff for sale, and then you're
there? Yeah, I would have stuff like like the New York City skyline. There'd be the archway. Like the Statue of Liberty. There's stuff that I have that's already out there.
Gotcha.
But then also I would do, and again, it's more like like charcoal sketch work. Of people. So it's not, it won't necessarily be my best work, but it would be like a more artistic piece with the background of the arch,
yeah,
and all that stuff.
Because everybody that, you like grit your teeth, but every time people come up, they go, "Hey, can you draw us?"
Yeah.
And you're like,
and I can
do that.
But I don't, it's not like a little big-headed cartoon.
Okay, all right.
Because that's not.
So if they want to spend a little bit of extra time, just okay, all right.
And again,
so,
it's like sketch work stuff.
Yeah, totally. Now you're really good at this. So basically, you're gonna have to roll again to see how much money you make.
Oh.
Now, of course, because money is done so differently in this game, we're not going to have you do a resources roll because, well, for one, I don't got no resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to again do a roll, and because you're an artist, because you're a performer as well, that monstrous, I'm going to bust up to unearthly. Okay,
right.
And you're going to pull in $100 per color you make.
Oh shit!
So if you make a green, you make a yellow, or you make a red.
That's
so
300.
$300.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So what am I rolling? Under unearthly.
Unearthly. Yep.
63.
63.
That's pretty.
You
good.
just made $200.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down somewhere.
Now here's the thing: is like during the week, it's not as good.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, of course.
Your normal resources are what? Poor, or is it feeble?
I think they're feeble.
They're feeble. Okay, so yeah.
So I'm saving my money to build up my resources to poor.
You could.
I got a long way to go to poor.
Yeah. But $200 would go a long way to buying some new clothes, maybe stop by the Y, taking a nice hot shower.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely what because I definitely need to clean up. The members only jacket needs a dry clean.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need that. So I would check on, after the morning, check on Gabe. Not Gabe. I'm Gabe. Darian.
Mm-hmm. He's just been sitting there the entire time, and like when you go over to talk to him, he's like, "Do you ever listen to Slater Kirkland? He's great.
Never heard of him."
And he starts talking to you about conspiracy theories.
Oh,
Darian does. Did you know that the reason that the government wants mutants is because they're gonna invade Mars? And
no, that's not true at all. They're experimenting on it.
No. That's not the government that's doing the experiment.
Oh no, that's somebody
else.
I probably shouldn't say anything. But I'm going to. We found the guys. I didn't get a chance to tell you. We found the guys that did this.
Did you find Wanda?
No.
Did you find? I think the other guy's name is Jimmy, right?
Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah. Did you find Jimmy?
No.
Do you know where they're at?
No. Well, no. We're
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go help them?
Well, I mean, this is a process.
So
you're not privy to all the new shit. I'm filling you in a little bit, but there's
okay,
a lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Yeah.
A lot of what have yous, and we're working through that.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
So, when Wanda and where were you again when Wanda and Jimmy were taken?
I was going to see my aunt.
Oh, that's right. She lives in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
She lives in the Bronx. I tricked him.
Did I say? That's probably why I didn't find her. All right, cool. So we're gonna fade out from that, and that's basically.
And then we
what
would have, at this point, it's kind of late. We'll start heading over to the. I was gonna call it the salty spoon.
No,
what is it? The loving spoonful.
Yeah. And okay, cool. So it's Saturday, and I was thinking, Jackson, actually, you work for Martha at the Loving Spoonful room, right? I mean, she employs you there. She actually gives you a paycheck because Martha is actually. It's up to you because Martha could employ you because she's got money.
I guess. I mean, I always imagined him volunteering, and then like his main income was like
consulting and stuff, or
the consulting,
His therapy work,
the psychiatry thing.
We could do that. So what I'm going to say then is Martha gives you money on the side, and it's not so much because you're asking for it or you're employed there. It's because she refuses not to have you take it. Sort of thing. It's like
she's like your grandmother. She gives you a quarter every time she sees you and pinches you.
Right.
She comes over and she hugs you, and then she'll like slip a 20 into your pocket or something along these lines. Is how Martha operates. So, and yeah. So who's your? Just so that we can clear that up a little bit. Who do you normally work for then? Do you work for like does the police hire you, or who normally hires you?
So I think he is with the police. He's more of a like counselor or a what's the word? A consultant. I think, for the police. But like he'll take private cases, like kids go missing or they run away.
Gotcha.
And like I said, but mostly like he'll deal with and the word is out like down low in the neighborhood, like, oh, if your kid's a mutant, I'm gonna go see Jackson. Kind of
right.
thing.
And if you do consulting stuff for the police, you'll get you'll get paid to do the consulting.
Right.
So yeah, so I would think
and that's always a nice chunk of change. So
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
always like kind of lean towards that way, and then he has his connections there, and he keeps those connections fresh
Gotcha.
always.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, so it's Saturday. You're at your place. Now you made the deal with Gabe. You're like, hey, I'll meet you at the 11 Spoonful. Basically, you'll meet them there like around 1 o'clock when they're doing their because when they do the lunch, it's not like 12 to 1 and then that's it. They generally will, they open up early for a breakfast. Then they generally open up for lunch from noon to like 3 is basically when it's open.
Okay.
So, so you're at your place, man. And what are you going to do?
All right. So we have that robot or that broken down robot, right? I would Saturday.
Yeah, that's on the top of the roof of the Loving Spoonful.
Right.
Yep.
Right. But I'm at my place, so I would probably try to contact my old partner,
Ruiz.
Who's now
okay. Yeah.
Who's now a captain? Or was that it? Is he captain now?
Yep, he's a captain. He actually no, he's actually
that's
Captain Ruiz. He actually runs the local precinct for that area. So he's like gone up. So he's not a little guy, he's definitely higher up in the rankings. Okay, so are you going to try and like give him a phone call, or what are you doing?
Yeah, well, now I would definitely try to go down and talk to him.
Okay.
I would definitely want to talk to him face to face about this.
Okay. Now on the weekend, he's not going to be at the precinct. He's not going to be working.
No, I would go down to his place.
I was going to say,
yeah.
We know, and for a fact that he normally on the weekends would be taking his kids down to the park. So like during the day on a Saturday, he's really big about going out and spending some quality family time. He takes his kids down there. And so there's like just a small local park that's close by. So you go ahead and you head down to this park. And when you get there, you see, here he is. Okay, you see in the park, his wife Maria is sitting on a park bench. Now his wife used to be a singer and a dancer. She used to be a performer. She used to, have a little bit of a following, back in the day, doing a lot of the like salsa and those type of things. After she got together.
When was the lambada? Was that the mid '80s? The forbidden dance?
The lambada. I think it was. I think it was the late '80s.
I think that was later. Yeah.
Yeah, like '89. 88, 89. Yeah. So she's there in the park, sitting on the bench, watching the Teresa and Ruben are playing on the. On like the jungle gyms and stuff like that that's in there. And she's just sitting there. She's got a cup of coffee and she's just got her coat on, sitting watching the kids. But you don't see, and your boy's name is Marco. Marco Ruiz. And she's just sitting there watching the kids. And you don't see Marco and you don't see the oldest, which is Julian.
So is it what he's there? Wait, he's there by himself?
No, it's Maria and the two kids, the two younger kids.
Yeah, but I don't see them. Is that what
no,
you
see them. You just don't see Marco. Your buddy's.
I got you.
Your buddy's not there, and then their oldest kid, Julian, isn't there either. So.
Okay.
But Maria is.
Maria is. So I would definitely. So yeah, we know each other. I would definitely approach her. Mm-hmm. Just be like, hey, Maria.
Oh. Hi, Jackson. How are you? And she screams, and she's got one of those mom voices. She's like all polite to you. It's like, oh, sure, Jackson, hi. Come sit down. And then she's all like, Teresa, Ruben! Come say hi to Jackson! And then she turns right back to you, go, oh, yeah, so how are you doing? And the kids come running up to you, and you're like,
Right.
oh, because you're Uncle Jackson to these guys.
Sure.
So they come up, they throw their arms around you, they give you one of those hugs.
Right.
Ruben in
How-
particular gives you
How small are they?
the snotty hug.
What?
Ruben's 5, and Teresa's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ruben gives you a quick snotty hug, and then he turns around and runs back to the playground. And Teresa stands there for a little bit and does that so I want a pony. And I know I didn't get it for this Christmas, so I figured I'd start telling everyone for next Christmas. So she does that. You have this little conversation for 5 minutes before Maria gets, girl, go play. Go play with your brother, and so then she runs back out. Now, it's still a little overcast, but it's not like that drizzle and stuff. So it's a chilly day. So, but everybody's wrapped up. And she's like, "So, Jackson, what are you doing?"
Not too much. I was hoping to catch Mark somewhere, chew his ear about a little something I'm working on.
Well, you can go back to the house because that's where he is at. Him and Julian. He bought that boy a guitar. And I was okay with him getting an acoustic. Oh no. He says Julian is he's the next Jimi Hendrix. This is what Mark is saying. This fool. And so the two of them are up in the house making all kinds of racket, and so good luck. You can go there, and you can tell them that they best be done by the time I get home, because I don't want to hear none of that.
And how long?
noise.
And how long do they have until you get home? Just so I can finish the message.
So she says that it basically an hour and a half. So
right.
she'll head back. But this park is only maybe 20 minutes from their house tops. Walking distance. It's probably not even that far away. So yeah, because it's a close park.
Okay. So then I head over to the apartment, or I guess it's they would have a brownstone.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably hear them.
Oh, you
playing.
hear it before? Yes, you hear it.
Yeah.
And you hear it's
Super
not pretty.
Distorted Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Oh, it's not even anything close to being.
Everything sounds good when you use distortion. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it does sound better. That's for sure. Yeah. So you go up, you bang on the door. You have to bang on the door for a while.
Oh, sure.
And then finally the music stops, and the door opens up, and there's your buddy Marco. And Jackson, what are you doing? He looks at his watch. He's like,
I'm going deaf.
Maria,
I'm out here going deaf. I can't imagine you going deaf in there. Let me in.
And he lets you in. He's like, oh, Maria sent you. I see. All right. You close the door.
Well,
I got the place.
Kind of.
No, I know my wife.
Kind of. I mean, I went to the park looking for you, and she was there. So she told me we got an hour and a half. Well, about till she comes home. So you guys got to finish up. But before you finish, I want to talk to you real quick.
All right. And then you guys go into the living room, and they're in the living room. Julian's sitting on the couch. He's got this big ass electric guitar in his knee. He's like, Uncle Jackson, check this out. And then he tries to play it with his teeth, and Marco yells at him and says, don't, you're going to chip your damn teeth. And the last thing I need, he says, all right, just keep playing and read the book, son, the book. See, it shows you. It's even got pictures in there to tell you how to put your hand, and then you strum, you get a note. Go ahead. And then he says, come on, go back to my office. And so he leads you back into his office, closes the door, and it muffles most of the sound.
Okay.
So
now it's more like a
exactly. Exactly. He goes and he sits, this is his office. So there's a desk in here and so forth. So he goes and he sits in his chair. He pulls a cigar out of his box and he offers one to you if you want it. And he lights up, he puts up his feet, and he goes, all right, so what's going on?
So listen, I know in your big office up in the corner of the building up there, you run into the high monkey mucks. Has Shield been
I'll
poking
have
their
you
nose
know,
around?
sir, I am a high monkey muck. I don't run into myself. I am a high monkey muck.
Right, of course, yes. And so I imagine you deal with Shield a lot.
I
In
mean,
town.
you know how it is. I mean, they stroll in.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
They stroll in, take what they want, and then leave. So
okay.
hold on, before you go any further, this has got to do with that AIM agent that we pulled off of that roof, doesn't it?
I don't know anything about that.
Now Marco knows you're a mutant, right? Or does he?
Yes, he would know. Yeah. I
Okay,
would
so
trust
then
him.
he is going down this line. He goes, what? Hi, my name's Marco Reeves. I used to be a partner with a guy named Jackson Briggs at one time. Maybe you remember? He goes, come on, man.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Listen, these homeless kids are disappearing. Okay, and
Jackson,
you don't know
homeless
about it
people
because they're all.
They
I know,
disappear all the time, man.
I
Come on.
know. No. This is different.
All
They're
right.
being taken. I could show you. All right. I could show you where a door was kicked in, people were dragged off. I could show wreckage of this robot taken from that roof, that same roof. You found that AIM agent. Yeah, that was me and somebody else, but it was all in self-defense. Okay.
Some other guy was
Wow.
there. He may have helped a little bit, but I did all the dirty work.
But mostly, I had a kid there. He did some heavy lifting, but it was, I was guiding him through. But listen,
Okay. All right, go
yes.
ahead.
So these kids are being taken, man, and they are definitely mutants that are being taken. Not even not non-mutant homeless people, just homeless mutants are just disappearing. And we came across this hover platform. I can show you this robot. I have it stashed away. It's definitely from AIM.
Okay.
Something's going on. You know something. Give me something. I'm looking for these kids.
Well, I can tell you
Do
what
you
I
know
know.
where they work out of or what?
Okay, this is what I know. Now, you know as well as I do, when it comes down to this super stuff, we just come in after the fact and we clean up. Same thing, same MO. The boys went up there.
And then damage control comes in and takes whatever's left.
You
No, I
got
get
it.
I get
So,
it.
but I can tell you this much. That dude that you slapped around up there, he don't know anything. And when I mean by anything, I mean anything. This cat doesn't even know his name. He can't remember anything.
And I'm like, wait, what?
We
You talked to him?
we interviewed him and he could tell us nothing. And we even brought him down to the station and had the psych guy take a look at him. And he's
And
basically,
then I'm just like,
he confirmed. He
because we
confirmed.
thought he was dead, right? When we left, we thought he was
Yeah,
dead.
I found out that he wasn't, but I never quite got the opportunity to tell you.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's like, no, the guy was alive. Why? You thought you killed
okay.
him?
Yeah, man. Oh,
No, he was alive, but he doesn't
that's
remember
great.
anything.
That just really weighed on me. All right, good. But what do you mean he doesn't remember anything? How?
He doesn't know anything. And Leo,
Oh,
which is the psychiatrist that's on call down there. It's like Leo interviewed him before the Shield guys came in and picked him up, and he said it was legit. The dude didn't know nothing. I mean, he didn't even know his name. We collected up there was some kind of freaky, I don't know, Star Trek tablet thing, or I don't know. Well, they didn't even have tablets back then to say tablet. He had some kind of tricorder thing. I don't know. And he had his some gun and stuff like that. But yeah. So that's basically all that we got. And then of course, we have to report it. And as soon as we report it, Shield comes in, they took everything away. You say you got a robot from that roof?
Yeah, I do, and it's aims all over it, man.
Okay, man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't have my bars on, right? I don't have my uniform on. I'm currently not, the captain. So all I'm gonna say is, I consider this off the books, but you're gonna have to bring that robot around. But
I will.
Whenever you bring it around, that doesn't mean that you can't go somewhere first with the robot before you drop it off. And he's like, he's giving you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he said, Deshaun Harris is out of prison. And as soon as he says that, you know who Deshaun Harris is. Okay. In their neighborhood, there's an old electronics repair place. Repair TVs, radios, things along these lines. It's been there for a long time. The grandpa, Mr. Harris ran it for a while. Then he had a daughter, and her husband ran away at some time after, not too long after Deshaun was born, and then she ended up dying of cancer, and Deshaun Harris took over the store. Now, Deshaun is a super genius. Okay. And what he would do is, like, anything that needs fixing, he could fix it.
Okay.
But that was like really boring stuff for him. So he would start making stuff and creating things. And then, just because he could, because it was interesting. And he wound up and selling some of this stuff to, like, criminals. And so he got
does he know he's selling to criminals, or he just thinks
he did
cash?
But he didn't care. It wasn't about the money even for him. It was a matter of, then they would bring him, hey, this is what we need, and be like, okay, cool, let me see if I can make it. He's one of those, like, super hyper intelligent people where he's all like, it doesn't really matter what happens out in the world, because the world's always the world, and it's always going to be the way it's going to be. Knowledge is where it's at.
Dangerous ones,
right? So he's gone away and gone to prison a couple of times. Okay. And he's currently now out. Last you had heard, he was doing a stretch on Rikers for same thing, providing stuff to criminals. So, but now he's supposedly
Rikers is
out.
so hardcore. Okay.
Right. So, yeah. So, and that's what he tells you. He says, like, Deshaun Harris is out of prison.
Okay. Good to know. He's back at his old shop.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is. It's like he owns that whole building. So, like, when he goes away or whatnot, it doesn't go nowhere.
Okay.
He just get locked up until he comes back out. He's got, the soup running the place. He doesn't really care about that. It's not like he cares about the money either. And this cat's got, like, patents and stuff like that. So he's got a lot of money too.
Okay.
But he just, that's his deal, man. He just lives there, and that's what he does. So.
Cool. All right. Well, I will bring that robot around.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And if on the way they bringing it back.
Because this is a big thing. It's going to take us some time to get the logistics of how I'm going to transport it.
I totally understand. And if in transporting it, you just so happen to be passing by someplace where somebody maybe would take a look at it.
Right.
What's wrong with that? That's that you're not doing anything wrong.
Nope.
Because
it's on the way.
Right. Exactly. Right. And it's probably heavy, and you probably need a break from time to time. You're going to have to set it down, take a breather.
Right.
Totally understand. All
right. Cool, Mark. I appreciate it. And
if you hear anything else, be sure you bring me the whatever you find out, because I'm not going to hear anything from the Shield guys. They're not going to tell me nothing. And if something this big, like you're saying, is going down here, that could have big repercussions. And I got to look out for the people. And
right. That's why I'm coming to you, man.
Yeah, I don't trust Shield.
I know you actually will do something that you if you can. I know, you answer to people. I get it.
Yeah.
And Shields has authorization. Get that. But AIM is the ones we should be locking up. You have no idea where they're operating out of.
Yeah.
No clue.
I'd
I
like
know
to
how the
find out.
process is. Even if you find out, you can't act on it right away.
No, there's nothing I can do about it until I find them doing something. So, all right. Well, hey, I'm glad you came by.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now, before you leave, when you coming to dinner? You know, if I
Soon.
don't ask.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna tell me is I gotta ask Maria when she comes back and asks me when you're coming to dinner, and then I have to tell her soon.
Soon. That's right. You tell her.
So you're gonna
said soon.
see. You never loved me. So if you really loved me, you wouldn't. Because I'm just gonna get a world of shit from her because you didn't commit. She's like, you didn't ask him.
All right. How about I'll come over for the game Monday night, and we'll do dinner and watch the game. How's that?
All right. It's all right.
All right.
We got it.
I'll make everybody happy.
Yes.
I'll bring some beer.
Gotcha. And
All right.
just so you know, if there's anybody here of the female persuasion, I had nothing to do with it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying. Maria's got a mind of her own. She's got a mind of her own. I have nothing to do with this, man.
I know. No, I get it. I get
right.
it. Fine.
Okay, cool. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Now get out of here so I can go back out there and listen to this and try and help myself.
Right. He's going to be the next Hendrix. I can tell. The next Hendrix.
I don't know what I was thinking buying him a guitar.
Could have gone acoustic, man. Seriously.
Yeah, but that's what
could have gone basic. Start basic. Always start basic.
That's what Maria wanted. Come on now.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah, I can't do that. Besides that, she's gonna start having him play that salsa stuff and whatnot, and I don't want that. I want him to get down with the funk. You know what I mean? Get some Parliament going up in this mug. That's what that. Right. Yeah. So
you should have got him a bass then. That's what you.
I should have.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I should have.
Anyway.
All
right. Cool.
Find the guitar.
So I leave.
Okay. So you leave. You head out, and you're gonna head back to the Love and Spoonful. Or are you going someplace else first?
I think. All right. Let's say I could swing by that electronics shop first, like real quick. I could pop in before I go to Love and Spoonful and see Deshaun.
Okay, it's called ABC.
I think I could use him as a contact. Like even though he has no allegiances and no. He plays both sides of the fence, so to speak. He could definitely be a contact.
He could be. This is definitely somebody that you could work towards to making into a contact for you. As of right now, he is a neutral contact.
Okay.
Kind of neutral, leaning towards bad.
Right.
Because you've arrested him in the past.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
He doesn't necessarily blame you, but when he sees you, it doesn't bring up good memories.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Now the name of the place is called ABC Repairs.
Okay.
And it's like you would think. It's just this it's one room sort of shop. It's got the counter, got the behind the counter, and then he's got his back room, and then one big old front room.
Right.
Space, and it's chock full of all kinds of stuff. There's like all kinds of electronics and like old radios, old TVs, anything that has to do with electronics is in there. You know what I mean? And when you come in, he actually has a couple of computers. He's got one computer that's on the desk that is normal. It's I don't know, Apple II. Who knows what the hell it is? I don't even know any of those old.
85.
Commodore 64, probably.
Commodore. He's got it. So basically, it's he's got one of these computers, but it's been hacked severely. There's all kinds of like extra stuff that's built onto it.
Right. Like the housing's taken off. And,
totally.
All like blown up. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like extra wires coming out of it, and then there's like all kinds of disassembled like computer parts up on the counter and stuff. When you have you. Now, when you come in, the bell rings, ding ding, and he looks up, and Deshaun's behind the counter. Now, Deshaun looks like Urkel, essentially, is what he looks like. He's a thin black kid wearing glasses, got the buzz cut gone. You know, it's no nonsense, no frills. He's got a sweater on, got a bow tie, you know, and he sees you come in, and of course he's working on something. He goes on, "Oh, hello, Officer Briggs. Nice to meet you again. Is there something I can do for you?"
Yes, Deshaun. Listen, I'm glad to see you're out.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Well, if I'd had a better lawyer this first time, I'd never gone in. But you know,
Well,
these things happen.
they do happen. And anyway, enough of that. Listen, I know how you like to challenge yourself. You know, around the shop with electronics and stuff. I have something that I really need explained. If you wouldn't mind coming to look at it.
Well, let me ask you a question first off. You're still not part of the New York City Police Department anymore.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
All right, and you want me to go somewhere and take a look at something for you? And why would I do that?
Why would I? Because.
We got to get a popularity roll. Woo! Okay.
Wait, no, I was literally about to say, and I look into him, I look into his eyes.
Oh yeah, fuck popularity rolls. You got mental in the house.
I am not even gonna try that with a guy.
Oh, you're gonna totally use your power on it?
Oh, totally. Are you kidding me? Try to convince a guy I arrested, please.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, here's the
talking
thing.
to a guy who was a bouncer for 6 years. I know better than trying to talk to the people that before,
Okay,
right?
so I have to hold on. I have not, as of yet, gotten his stats, but I'm gonna roll. I want to see what his stats are.
Do it.
Ooh. Okay. So, now you've arrested him in the past.
Did I arrest him both times? He was in jail?
No, we'll say this last time you didn't arrest him for sure.
Okay.
It was.
That was the first time.
We're gonna say he's been in jail 3 times. The most recent time, you don't even know why he was in jail. Previously, you arrested him the second time. No, not even that. You arrested him the first time. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when you were arresting people, would you normally use your powers to like calm down, agitate?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like back then, maybe I was and I didn't know.
Okay.
And that was the whole thing, you know. Like, yeah, I rose. The way I pictured it was like Jackson rose pretty quick, like through the ranks.
Mm-hmm.
He always had a way with people. That's the way he always described it.
Right.
He always had a way with people, you know. And when he realized that's what it was, he has this power. He's like, wow, did I always use this power? Did I ever have a way with people? So that's why, that was like a big thing why he quit. So it's hard to say.
Okay, so here's the deal. Our man is not somebody you can easily push around with your mental abilities. I rolled.
Okay.
And no shit, I rolled. Now, granted, this is not going to be a direct correlation into what his stat is. That would be the one. I rolled a 99.
What?
Oh, wow.
So
wait, now how is that going to translate?
Okay,
Right.
so like going and creating a character, you would go onto the different columns, and he's a high-tech wonder is essentially what he is. So the highest you get for the high-tech wonder is you get remarkable, but he gets a shift to his reason because he's a high-tech wonder. So, and I'm pretty sure, I'd have to double check and read through the books, but I'm pretty sure it's a 2-column shift. So he's got an amazing intuition, because that's what I was rolling for.
Right.
And that's not even, we're not talking about his reason.
Right.
It's the intuition. It's the thing that you use to affect him. So he's a pretty wily dude. So as well as being smart, he's very he's like Sherlock Holmes. You know what I mean? Like
The initial reason is 2 ranks.
it's reason. Oh, you know what though? That's his reason. We're rolling on intuition, so his intuition's remarkable. So you will have to roll to affect him. So because it's not 3 column shift. Your emotion control is amazing. He's at remarkable. That's only 2 shifts.
Gotcha.
Oh, so it's not an automatic feat. So you get to roll. And
so now, do I roll under, or do I roll the D100?
You roll a D100 and just roll it on your amazing, and all you have to do is get a color. That's it. Because he is still lower than you.
88.
You got it. You got it. Here, I need to roll for this guy's.
He got a
for his
high yellow.
Yeah, that's for his intuition. Let's roll for his reason. Okay, 74. That's pretty good. Because that's going to come in. There we go.
It's a yellow.
And that would put him in the generating column at good. I'm going to say smarter than that, though. Okay. Let's say remarkable. I should have had that on his.
You didn't know that Kim Chan was going to try to fuck him up, did you?
I didn't think you did, but that's good. Okay, so you go ahead and use your power. What are you doing to him with your emotion control? Like trust, or is that trust? Loyalty, yeah.
No.
You can make trust though, where he's trusting
what
you.
are you thinking?
I was thinking more of piquing his curiosity. Try to keep it more like he really wants to like find out what this thing is.
Okay. All right. So
If
go
he's
ahead.
if he's that smart and that good, he's going to want to see this.
Yeah, I totally. Okay. I agree with that. Okay. So you use your power and what do
basically I give him a general description of what I found. You know,
as soon as you start talking about that with your having used your power on him until he's hold on a moment, let me go get my bag and we can go. He turns around, he goes into the back room and he gets like a one of those leather doctor bags and he sets it on the counter. He gets his coat off of the gets a scarf, wraps a scarf around him, gets his coat, puts his coat on, he gets his glove, puts his hat on, and he goes up and he grabs his bag. And he sort of almost looks like a doctor.
Okay.
All right, and he gets his keys out. After you, sir.
And then as you guys leave out, he closes the door, locks it up, puts it into his pocket, and he goes,
I'll have you know, just because I'm agreeing to go do this with you doesn't mean anything along the lines that I've forgiven you or any sorts for having to go to jail. But
listen, don't blame me for you getting caught. It's not like you knew exactly what you were doing that first time. Yeah, I know. You were more curious than malicious. I get that. But you still hacked Wall Street. You can't do that.
well, of course I can, sir. And that
You're not supposed to do that.
Those who have the smarts and the wherewithal are the ones who are supposed to do these things.
Why?
But
why? I assume we're walking.
Yeah, totally. It says because, sir, science should never be hindered, and the only way to improve science is to field test those theories.
Well, sure, okay, but at the same time, you don't want to upset the delicate balance of economics that we have in this country by shutting it all down.
That's just
Come on.
greed. Just greed. I gave all the money away to charities. Granted, they had to give it all back, but that's not the point, now is it?
okay.
All right.
So you guys continue to have this conversation as you're going. He's steadfast in the point of that you can never stand in the way of science. Anything that stands in the way of science stands in the evolution of humans as a species. So you guys talk about that as you guys head towards the Loving Spoonful.
Okay.
I'm going to say basically you guys all show up at the Loving Spoonful
Okay.
pretty much at the same time. You know, you're
Right.
coming down one street and he's coming down the other street, and you guys like see each other in the distance, and you're like, you meet up before you are getting ready to go into Lemon Spoonful. And as you
Sure.
guys are getting closer, and he goes, excuse me, Mr. Briggs, but these individuals.
Don't worry about these guys. They're good guys. They're good kids. They the white kid was with me when I found the thing that I'm going to show you. So don't worry about it. We're all friends here.
Friends here.
Yes.
Interesting. All right. Well, if you say so, lead on. I'm very curious to see what this robot you was talking about.
I didn't say robot. He said it was definitely mechanical. Well, anyway, I'll let you see it.
Well, from your descriptions, it sounds like some sort of a robot.
Okay, fine.
Maybe an android, but that's extremely cutting
No,
edge.
definitely not an android. Definitely
Trust
not.
me.
I've done the research on that.
Yeah. Okay, so now basically you guys can go in. You've got access to the stairwell and whatnot that goes up into the apartments.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
when I meet up with these guys,
Mhm.
first thing I say is, "You guys need anything?"
Actually,
I mean,
if
I could use a home.
Darian goes,
job.
Mr. Briggs, if you don't mind, can I go eat?
Go.
Yes, go. Go
Okay,
eat.
so
That's why I asked.
he goes in to go eat,
Right.
and then
Alright,
he
good.
stops. He goes in the door, then he comes right back and goes, you're not gonna leave.
No, no.
Do me
no,
a
no,
favor.
no,
Can
no.
you
We're
grab
gonna-
me a
we're going
to-go bag?
Okay, yes, and then he goes
Awesome.
back in. Okay.
Interesting individual. I do believe he's got some psychological damage.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
be
That's
worked
great.
through.
Let's go. Come on.
Who is
Just
this
like,
guy?
Let's go.
Who is this guy?
Oh,
This is-
hello. I'm
This is
Deshaun
He's-
Harris.
he's
A
very
pleasure to
good
meet
with
you. And he
electronics.
Holds out his hand to shake your
Yeah.
hand.
I'll shake it and I say, Gabe.
Gabe. A homeless man. Interesting.
Hmm.
You're the one that was helping Mr. Briggs here with the robot. Is that
Right.
the
And
big-
you are?
I just introduced
What do you
myself.
do? Yeah, your name means nothing to me.
Oh,
Why
well,
are you here? I look
I could
at
explain-
Briggs.
I could explain to you in long sentences, but I think I would lose you. I'm a scientist, mostly. Self-taught, because, well, schools and institutions, they're all rubbish.
Now I'm thinking about cold cocking this guy.
That's why I was trying to like stay in between them. I was like, don't talk. You don't need to talk to him. I'm like trying to get them upstairs.
That's all right. Well, lead the way. Oh.
So, all right, we go up to the roof.
As you guys are climbing up the stairwell, there's
Really, you had to put it on the roof, huh?
Trust me,
Okay.
that's the safest place for
Oh,
it.
it's getting warm in here now, and okay.
It's only 3
I'm
stories.
sorry. Your name is Gabriel, correct? Be a good lad. Will you hold my bag for me?
I take the bag and then I just drop it
That's full of expensive and
and
very
continue
delicate
up the
equipment.
stairs. Yeah.
and he picks up and he looks at Briggs.
Yeah, the people you associate with are just as bad as the NYPD.
I've got a
Okay.
future in law enforcement, maybe.
No, don't
Okay.
tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Okay, so you guys go up. You go onto the. What I need as you guys are going up the stairs, I need intuition rolls.
Oh. I have an excellent intuition, by the way.
Oh,
Ooh, Squall, I'm pretty sure got a white.
yeah.
70.
Remarkable. Yeah. Oh, I came so close.
Excellent.
1
Figure.
point away from a green.
Ooh, you just got the yellow. There, Mr. Mental. Okay, so as you guys are going up the stairs and what have you, you're noticing on the stairs, after you get to the floor, because Martha lives on the first floor, right above the Lemon Spoonful. Okay,
So she lives
So
on
I-
the second floor.
so, I'm sorry, second floor. So you guys are being quiet as you're going up the stairs there?
I just dropped
Well-
a bag full of shit, probably right in front of her door.
Oh, that's
the way they're
true.
talking, and I'm trying to like.
That's
You
true.
know,
I didn't think about it.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
good
I
at it.
didn't think we were being quiet at all.
Okay.
But then, like, the staircase doesn't have to, like, just open up onto her place. I'm assuming there's like
I'm
a
ass-
hallway. And,
Correct. This is what I'm thinking, is that the hallway itself that goes up goes to landings, and then there's a door that goes into the hallway to where the doors to the apartments would be.
right.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm anticipating.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So-
I'm not too worried about being quiet.
Let's
She
just roll.
knows.
Let's just roll for Martha, because Martha's kind of a busybody. Let's see if she's keeping an ear out. No, she totally doesn't hear anything.
Okay.
So you're good about that. She's watching on the weekends. What she does is somebody got her a VCR, and she is in love with it because she's able to record her stories
Oh.
during the
okay.
week, and then on the weekend she sits in her house and she watches her stories.
Have I talked to you about my mother?
Oh
That's
no!
exactly what she did, man. That's
Really?
exactly what she did. Yeah, her work when she didn't get home until after her story, so we would have to set the VCR.
There you go,
record
man.
it. She'd binge watch it all. My mom was Netflixing way before.
Netflix. See? Yep. I'm bringing it down to a personal level for you, Jan.
I love it.
Okay, so as you're going up the stairs, though, you do notice that there's some scrape marks on the stairs. Like
Oh.
somebody was maybe dragging something down the stairs that was heavy.
I noticed that.
Steal
Yeah.
a robot.
Oh no! And I just take off. I just start running up the stairs.
Where are you going?
Where are you going,
Come
sir?
on, come on! Do you see this? And I just
All right,
look
I'll
at you.
follow.
Do you see this? And I point out the muff, the
Oh
strap.
shit! Did someone steal our
And
robot?
then I just keep going. I just keep running up the stairs.
I'll follow.
Okay,
Push.
the two of you make it up there, no problem.
Yeah.
Deshaun's not running up no fucking stairs. He's still just one stair at a time. He's going his way. You guys burst out onto the roof, right? And you look around,
Right.
and there's the tarp. Just laying, and
Just the tarp.
there's nothing underneath it.
Damn it!
Just the tarp. Now, you guys can go ahead and give me more intuition rolls. Now, you've got investigation, though, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's going to give you a bonus. Now, I just need to see how much of a bonus that gives you.
So, you want me to do another intuition?
Intuition,
roll?
yeah, because let's look up what this.
I got a yellow.
Oh, not
I rolled
too
an-
good on this one.
I rolled an
41.
85.
Law enforcement is what you have, right?
Where am
I
I?
think it's probably says no detective espionage. That's what it was.
Detectives. Yeah.
Hero with this talent has been trained to notice small clues in solving crimes. A character with this talent gets +1 CS to discover clues to a crime. Okay, so it's a +1. You also gain a contact in either crime, law enforcement, law, or espionage. So, in addition to your buddy Mark, you've got another contact that you can dream up.
Oh, okay.
Now,
cool.
if you want, because this is an empty slot, if you want to try and make Mr. Harris.
That's what I was
that-
just thinking. The shield agent?
No,
I
not
was
the
just thinking
shield
that.
agent.
Oh, no.
The guy who's walking up the stairs. The super
that
smart
guy.
guy.
Right.
But you can
Oh.
think about it. You don't have to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Yeah.
Okay, so you got a 41,
Mhm.
and it's normally excellent, so it goes up to remarkable. Okay, which is a green. So okay, you're able to see Squall. You definitely notice. Okay, so you guys are looking down, and you can see because there's this there's loose gravel up here that's over the top of some of that that sheet stuff that they put down on top of the tar and what have you.
Mhm.
And there's not enough real gravel up here to cover everything up like it's supposed to. And so you can see from where the tarp was, and the tarp was thrown off, you see these drag marks through the gravel. But as you're looking at it, you're like, it's almost as if somebody who was dragging a bad leg, drag, step, drag, step, drag, step. So it's
Damn
not
thing's-
like
Oh,
somebody grabbed it and was pulling something.
It's not two drag marks with 2
No,
feet.
it's not.
A step and a drag and a step and a drag. So
You
this
got
thing is up.
Probably.
So this thing is up and walking around.
Damn it! They turned it back on.
How did? All right.
They
all right.
turned it back on. It wasn't. We didn't destroy it. They shut it off, and somebody turned it back on. Damn it!
Well, somebody had to see something, and I start running back down.
Okay, and you open up the door, and as soon as you open up the door, there's Deshaun finally got up to the top. Like, hi, where's this robot? Whoa, where are you going?
Deshaun, listen, the robot's gone, man. I gotta find out what happened.
Oh, you
And
have to be kidding me!
I just
climbed
run
all the
and I
way
just
up here.
go and this time I stopped down at the apartment, Martha's apartment, and I knock on her door.
Okay, so you go down the hallway. You can now definitely that you've had an idea of what these drag marks are. You're like, okay, and
Did
you
they
can
go all
see
the
it
way
now.
down?
They go
stairs?
all the way down the stairs to basically Martha's level,
Oh,
right?
geez.
And then they go through that door that leads into the hallway. You go through that door and you see them going down the hall to Martha's door.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm like knocking. Martha!
Martha and the robot are sitting on the couch watching her stories.
No, the
So-
robot's showing her how to. use her
They're both
VCR.
drinking some tea.
Yeah, you go up, you go, and as soon as you knock on, you're about ready to knock on the door, and you notice that the door's not closed all the way. You can see
I push it
at the
in.
jam.
I'm
So
in.
You push it open, and you can hear as soon as you push it open, it goes down a hall. You see a doorway going off into what is a restroom, with another doorway that's going to go off into the living room, and then straight forward it goes down into the kitchen. And you can see the kitchen. It's got like a teapot on the table, and like it's an old lady's house,
Right.
So she's got her stuff in the kitchen, and there's a window in where that lets in light onto her kitchen table, and you can hear in the background how does that guiding light? How does that start? These are the stories.
Oh,
Oh.
these are the days of our
Of
lives.
our lives.
Yeah.
Na-na-na-na. You hear that?
It sands through the hourglass.
Hourglass.
That's
Yeah,
it, that's
it.
Yeah.
These are the days of our lives. Yeah. So you hear that being playing in the background. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Martha! I walk in. She's not in the kitchen. I run into the living room.
I
Okay.
follow
As you go into the living room, laying on the floor is Martha.
Oh, fuck.
Her TV's playing. It's got the soap opera going on there, right? She's laying down in front of the TV, just kind of splayed on the floor. Just from running in, you can't tell if she's breathing, not breathing. You don't know what's going
All
on.
right, so,
But standing right there,
oh, shit.
it's like just standing up in a corner is the robot.
I'm going full speed ahead.
And as soon as you guys come in, it just goes.
And
you
I'm super fast.
You are
you
super
really?
fast, but this is where we're going to make declarations and roll for
Yeah.
initiative.
Okay.
About time. We should have finished this thing off while it was unconscious.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All
right.
I'm quicker on the the initiative, so I'll do the first roll. Do you mind?
All right.
Okay, so first, before
You
we
got
roll,
the
though,
you got the next one. Oh, we got to say.
we got to make the declarations of what's
Okay,
going on.
right.
Damn it.
So,
Well, I'm going to make you re-roll anyway,
I know
and
you
that's
are.
a sucky ass
That-
roll. So there you go. It's like a little gift horse.
Oh,
I
there
got
you
a
go.
10. That was pretty good.
Oh, that's true. I'm thinking 100. You're right. 10 is really good.
Oh.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Kim Chan.
So anyway, the first thing I see is Martha on the ground. Is she in the hallway or is she in the living room?
She's in the living room, like laid out in front of the TV.
Okay. So I have to go into the living room to get to her.
Correct.
And the robot is standing over her, or is
No.
there a distance between her and
So this is how it works. You go through this little hall,
right?
lets out into a living room. So you're walking in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Hall goes
Yeah.
down into the living room. You keep
Yeah,
going
yeah.
down. You would got to the kitchen. The kitchen also lets out into the living room.
Oh, okay, okay.
You came
Oh, I don't
in.
have to go back to the. All right,
No,
gotcha.
you came in, you looked down, you saw nobody in the kitchen. You went right down this hall to the living room where the TV's playing. You get into the living room. There on the floor is Martha in front of the TV, and across the room, like standing next to the couch, is the robot.
Okay.
And it's making noise. It's like,
oh God.
Okay.
All right. I just run right over to Martha and I'm yelling for Gabe. Gabe, get in here.
Oh, I'm right behind you, and once I see that robot,
I don't know that. I'm just running.
Yeah.
I'm just moving. I don't know where you.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah,
looking
you know,
at
you're not
you
paying. Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
So
I'm just like, yeah, Gabe, and you're like, yeah. And I just point.
Okay.
I just point at the robot and I'm moving towards Martha.
Yeah.
What's Gabe gonna do?
I'm gonna go full speed. I can't do whirlwind.
You can if you want to fuck up Martha's house.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. This thing still looks like in pretty bad shape, though, right?
It still looks in bad shape,
Yeah.
but it wasn't fully decommissioned when it fell.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That guy,
He
the
turned it
dude
off.
who
He turned it
he
off,
turned it
right.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously it's been reactivated over time for whatever reason.
Shoot. So none of the other karma that we got
Mhm.
doesn't count. That we lose that.
No, you've got it. You can spend that. So this is how
All right.
it
Yeah.
works.
So okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go. Here we go. I'm gonna go full speed run,
Okay.
and I'm gonna this time. I'm ready for him because I never fought a robot the first time. Now I have fought a robot.
There you go.
I'm gonna go full speed, and I'm gonna fight the robot, and I'm gonna use karma on the damage attack if I hit him.
Okay. So because this is how damage works. It'll be whatever your strength is.
Right. I'm gonna add karma to the strength roll.
Can't do that.
I can't. I can only add it to the roll.
You can only do it to the roll. You can't increase your damage. You can if you pick something up. This is a way to increase your damage.
Is there like a? She doesn't have like a set of barbells or anything. Does she?
You know what? Give me a roll. Just give me a blind D100 roll. Just roll.
100.
You have got to be shitting me.
Martha likes walking with hand weights.
Yeah, hand weights. I'll
These
take the hand
10-pound
weights.
Hand weights. There you go.
It's
She likes
something better than hand weights. Okay, hold
Oh.
on a second here. Now, Martha, her husband, was the governor of Alabama
walking. Oh, jeez.
at
Oh,
one
great.
time back in the day.
It's amazing.
Okay.
She likes. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Oh,
And
ignore him.
he passed away. And after he passed away, she moved back up because she's from New York.
Okay.
Okay. She moved, high society sort of stuff. She moved back to New York and she had a bunch of other items that her husband used to collect. And she brought some of the stuff with her, some different things. Now, he used to collect old, like, weapons.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So
We're talking like medieval weapons.
there's like a sword on the wall.
I want like
There's
a
a
mace.
mace.
We got a mace.
There's a
Yes.
mace on the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
So like it's part of a plaque, and it's got a sword and a mace, and they're crossed. Okay? And there's like a plaque under it of like some kind of royal seal and something written on there, but it's up there,
All
and
right.
you're like, you come in and you automatically see it. You're like, yes.
I don't even worry, but like, yeah. So my goal is I'm gonna run over, grab the mace by the handle, pull the whole thing off the wall.
It does. The whole thing does come off the
Yeah.
wall because it's all bolted to the plaque.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna hit this thing with.
Okay, cool. It's going to, of course, it's going to go after because it remembers what happened the last time, and it remembers being picked up by Gabriel and thrown. So it's going to try and slug Gabriel. Is what it's going to do.
Go for it.
Okay, so it gets.
And I'm
to-
I'm winding out to as much as I can here, by the way, because everything works. My powers work. The wind blows.
Yes.
I'm just not whirlwinding.
And you can do like a tight whirlwind around yourself as
Yeah.
you're doing this.
I'm just not using my whirlwind travel power. Is what
There
I'm
you
saying.
go. There you go. Cool. Okay, so let's roll for. He gets a 2.
All right, I got to roll the initiative again.
Yep.
I'm gonna get more than 2. 13.
Yeah, you totally beat him. So there you go. There you
All
go.
right.
Okay, so let's.
So we'll
see.
do we'll do Briggs first.
Okay, you get over there, Briggs. You hurry up and you get down and you
Yeah,
get to
check
the
her for a
floor,
pulse.
and
Check her pulse.
she's alive. She's
Okay.
got a bruise on the top of her head though.
Oh, is she like bleeding?
No, it's just
No,
just a nice
You can
bruise.
see it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean she's an old lady. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So it's
Sure.
kind of easy to take her out.
Sure.
It's like somebody came in and slapped the robot came in and slapped Aunt May. You know?
Right. Right.
So,
All right.
okay.
So, you know, I'm like, all right, check her pulse. She's breathing. I'm like, hey, I was about to call her May. Martha. I'm like, you know, got her face in my hands. Like, Martha, wake up. Martha, come on. Talk to me.
Okay. Now, this is one of the beautiful things about the rules for Marvel is that if you were dying, all somebody has to do is come over and go, "Hey, you all right, buddy?" And then you stop dying. So it automatically stops endurance loss and what have you. So it's like the comics. So you go
Gotcha.
over, and as soon as you grab her and you pick her up, she's all like, "Oh, Jackson." Yeah.
Great. I was like, great, you're alive. Let's move. And I just
Okay.
start. And I'm not that big. I'm not that strong, but I really try to like.
You can.
Get her
This
off.
woman has got to weigh 95 pounds tops.
All right. All
Right?
I'll give you that.
Am I?
Yeah, you can totally pick her up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't picture her as a big woman.
No, she's not. She's one of those skinny little older
Okay.
ladies.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
probably
all right, we'll
shrunk.
definitely
She's
pick her up.
she's like at best 5'2" at this point.
You got it. Yeah, you got that's her. That's Martha. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So
I- I'm trying to get her up and out.
okay, so you're picking her up and you're moving her out of the apartment.
Right.
All right. So Gabe, you
All
go.
right.
You're
I
rushing
go.
in.
I rip this thing off the wall. And
Not a problem.
Strike.
47. And what's your fighting?
Oh, it's incredible.
It's incredible.
I'm in green.
Okay, you got a
No.
green. Excellent. So you hit him.
Yeah.
Tang.
And now, what happens? My strength is only excellent, but I'm
So it-
I'm using a maze sword plaque
Yes.
to attack.
Now, and this is
this thing.
and this is how this works: is if you pick up or you're using something that has a material strength higher than your strength,
Right, which this would
you
have.
get a bonus of +1 to the damage you do. So
Hang on.
you,
I just gotta let the dog out. Be right back.
yeah, go ahead. So you are going to do remarkable damage to it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to see.
So remarkable damage is 26.
Right. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. So you run over, you grab this thing off, and you wham! And as you hit it, it smashes it. The wood goes flying everywhere. The sword goes tumbling to the floor, and you clang right into it. And it rocks it a little bit, but that's all it did to it. Now let's roll for my good old my robot here as it attempts to smash you. Oh, there we go. Nope. And let's see, its fighting is
Yeah,
All right.
from what I remember, it can't do anything to me either.
because you've got pretty good
I've
body
got
armor
body
going on.
resistance.
Yeah, and it misses.
Oh, missed
So
me.
basically, it like takes a swipe at you, and it's kind of like a. It's because you got your personal little whirlwind thing going on really tight around you, and the air just buffets its fist off you.
Yeah. All right, I got a new plan for round 2.
Okay, so what is mental going to be doing? What's Mr.
All right. Well, I'm carrying Martha down. I was about to say take my phone out, but that's 85.
No, you
so
don't.
I
Yep.
don't.
No,
Take
you
it
don't.
out. It's like It's a giant. It's a suitcase.
Hold on a second. You crank it up. Hey, it's like, what was that? It was like in MASH. Didn't they always have the little phone and they would crank it up real quick and then pick it up? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the phone. That's right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. So wait a minute. Lunch is going on downstairs,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it
That's
is.
right. Okay, cool. So the stairs they empty out, not in front of, like in the dining area, like in the back maybe.
They've got to be in the back.
Yeah.
Like
in
through
the back.
kitchen,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
You could, yeah.
So and we got people in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, that's where.
All
Well,
right, cool.
yeah, because this is the volunteers are here.
Right.
today.
We also have
All right.
Deshaun. I want to call him Deshaun Jackson, but that's a receiver for the Philadelphia
Right.
Eagles.
Yeah.
What's his
D-Bomb
name?
and J-Chain.
No, what Deshaun? The
Oh yeah, Deshaun Harris. Yeah, he's
Deshaun
coming
Harris.
down the stairs.
Oh, right.
'Cause you guys, he got to the top when you came running in. And so he like, and he turned around and now he's walking back down the stairs.
Maybe he can deactivate this thing.
Maybe we'll see. Okay,
I
you're gonna
yell.
take her. You're taking her where? To the.
I'm taking her downstairs into the kitchen.
Okay.
And
Now the door into the kitchen area from the stairwell is locked. So just nobody who's like coming in and out can just go into the.
Well, we
kitchen
would have had
area.
him gone through there
But-
in order to get
Right.
up here.
No, because it's basically like it's a separate stairwell. This stairwell goes, you go in through the stairwell, and then you can go up and down. The entrance, there's a doorway into
Oh,
the back.
there's a separate
Oh, I
entrance for
see.
the apartment. Makes sense. but
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
I
got
see.
it.
Correct.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So, you got a key though. So you
But I'm
can,
holding her.
yeah. So you'll have to like,
Okay.
you know,
All
you're
right.
like holding her, digging in your pocket, trying to get your keys out.
like kicking on the door. Hey, open up, let me in.
yeah, totally. Okay,
I've had
and
Alright,
dates
so
end this way. What?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
so what is what's Gabe gonna do?
All right. Now this thing was dragging a leg. Is my guess.
Correct.
I want to go full swing mace on the knee joint or whatever this thing has on the good leg,
Right.
and try to
Okay.
knock this thing down.
So here's because it is beat up. This is how it's going to work. If you roll and you nail a yellow, you can target the damaged areas.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I want to like knock it over
yeah, you can try it, and that's
because
you
use
know,
like hitting the dead leg is not as effective because
but you
it
might
may not
be able to bypass some body armor doing it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So if it's still using that and standing on it, then yeah, then I guess if I take that leg out, it might fall over.
Gotcha. There you
Okay.
go. Okay. And it's going to attempt to shoot you with laser beams from its eyes.
Well, that's just
Because its eyes start to glow, and like one of it's like trying to glow, and it's like, and this other one's just going. That one's not affected from the fall earlier. Okay, all right. So let's roll a niche.
all right. Kim Jan, you roll this now.
Am I rolling or?
Yeah, roll initiative.
It got a 2
Oh,
again.
We
You
can
guys
only
got
do
it.
better than a 2. We can. I don't think we can do.
Yeah,
worse
You
he-
than
would
a
think
2.
so.
You got a 3, so you guys did it. You got it.
Did he roll?
We did?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a
Let's see
3.
it. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's right there.
It is
Three.
up there.
Yeah, you beat the 2,
Three.
so you're good.
That's all we needed was
That's
a
all you
3.
needed.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're gonna say Kempchan, Jackson. You got down there. You get the keys out. You're kicking
Right.
on the door, and you're like open. And just as you get it open, the door goes ring, and then it comes flying open. And one of the volunteers is like, "Oh my God, what's the problem? What happened?" And they're like bringing you.
Right, and I kind of like hand her over. I was like, call an ambulance. She hit her head. Lay her down. All right? Put her feet up.
Yes.
Okay,
Of course,
call
of
an
course.
ambulance right now.
Okay,
Everything else is cool.
Everything
Right.
else is fine. Just
Okay.
a little spill up there. I'm gonna go clean it up. All right, I'll be right back. And I run.
Okay. All right, Gabe.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit this thing in the leg. Oh shit, 33.
You hit it, but you don't. I don't even know if you hit it.
Fighting is what? Incredible.
Incredible 33.
It's a green. It's not a yellow.
You got a green, so it's a. You try, and you're like, ha, bing, and you can tell it really doesn't do much. You don't really hit it how you wanted it to.
Yeah.
So, okay, now it's going to attempt to shoot you.
Shoot me.
All right. yeah. Let's see here. That's a. Okay, so that's not too.
What kind of attack is this?
Energy.
Fuck you, Robert. The intensity rank of the attack is reduced by this power rank number, by the way, because energy, physical, and
yeah, and you got it
psychic attacks on.
And you got it at what?
My body resistance is incredible.
Okay. That's good. So yeah, he's probably not gonna do jack or shit to you, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, he goes like,
and then I just all of this like I see that coming, so I use my free hand, just blow that shit away.
Okay.
I don't know how I blow energy away, but I do because I'm a fucking superhero.
That's what it is. You're just kind of like, woo, and then it goes and it like. It bends the beam ever so slightly and it goes towards the floor. It hits that sword that's laying on the floor and it ricochets out and it goes over and it blows up one of her lamps.
Well, it's better than if Deshaun Harris walked in. Hey guys, ow! And he's dead.
Okay, all right. So now I take it Jackson's running back upstairs.
Yes, now I'm headed back up.
Okay.
I passed to Sean again.
Yeah, he's just coming. As you get back up and you're turning to go down the hall towards Martha's apartment, he's just getting onto the landing from upstairs. What's going on?
Sean, come here. Come help me turn this thing off.
Oh,
and
okay.
I grab him by the arm because he's not that quick.
No,
and
I start
running him into the apartment.
Okay, so you're gonna pull him into the apartment. What's
I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna add 20 karma to the swing.
Ooh, nice. Okay, cool. And it's gonna try and punch you this time. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Okay. You can punch me all day and night.
Right.
We've already established punching each other doesn't do anything.
Right, but that's all this guy's got. Okay, so we've got he got an 11.
Oh shit! All right, my turn to roll. Come on, 11.
So it's a tie. No, what's your? You guys go first on ties because your intuition's higher than his, so you automatically win.
Yeah, my intuition is something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's higher than excellent. So right, yeah, I knew it. Okay, all right. So now I'll just say for the sake of the story wise here, Jackson, you bring in Deshaun. Into the and so are you going to bring him into the living room?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna pull him in and be like, "How do we shut it off?"
Oh, well, there's the robot right there.
Hit, like all of a sudden, there's laser beams shooting out. I'm hitting this thing with a mace.
Right. Okay, go ahead and make your roll there, Gabe.
So that's 60 because I used 20.
Yeah, but is it a yellow? That's what you need. 60
is yellow. Second into the yellow. Into incredible.
Look at it again.
Oh.
You're one off.
No, incredible is yellow.
Incredible, 60.
Oh, that's
green.
61 to 65. Damn it.
Yep, you almost got it. You were so close. So you go back and you're like winding up like a bang. It's like, ah. And Deshaun's like, oh, fascinating. Oh, that is a robot. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That's what I've been saying.
Well, let me see what I got in my bag.
He starts rifling through his bag. What's Jackson gonna do?
Just standing there like, is all right. So
throw a lamp at it.
Yeah, I guess.
You've got your kinetic.
All I can do,
You've
right?
got your kinetic bolt.
I mean, I do, but it didn't really. All right, whatever. Let's try it.
Let's see. I don't remember.
Lamp at it.
I don't remember how powerful your kinetic bolt is.
That's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, you remember that it's probably going to bounce off of this guy.
Yeah.
Throw a lamp.
No, I'm just kind of like shielding Deshaun. Like he's going through his stuff. I don't want
Gotcha.
anything to happen to him.
Don't want a ricochet hitting Deshaun.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. Now I take it we've got Gabe's
his
just gonna
No, it's his turn. He didn't. Well, I guess he punched. It doesn't matter.
He
'cause
missed.
he doesn't-
Well, yeah,
he can't do
I
any
don't-
damage to me.
he didn't punch, but I need to. He could get lucky with something. I can't do anything.
He can't
So
do
he just
anything
again.
to me.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
But you see that
The
eye.
two of us fighting each other is kind of ridiculous because we're too evenly matched.
right? But you do see his one eye is starting to recharge, it's starting to glow again.
All right,
Okay.
so new plan. I want to take the mace and crack him right in that fucking eye.
Okay.
Yes.
And
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
put the last 20 additional karma that I had on there.
What?
So I've
You're
got
gonna blow it
0.
all on this one fight?
Yes. It's a fucking robot!
Okay. Good job. Good idea.
I
Yeah.
take it you're going to be doing the same thing, blocking Deshaun.
Yeah.
Okay, Deshaun's going through his bag to pull out something that he thinks might help, and it's going to try and shoot Gabe with its laser. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll.
All right, Cam, change.
Do I roll? Yeah.
See what did it get?
Oh.
Oh,
It got a
come
7.
on!
Okay, so it gets to go
Oh.
first.
All right.
And we'll just double check. Okay, cool.
Remember, you knock it back.
Okay, it shoots you, and the
Shoots me.
beam. No, it shoots. It's just fighting Gabe
Right.
because Gabe's the one that's all up in its grill. So it the beam goes off, hits Gabe. It gets deflected off of him in his whirlwind, and we're gonna randomly roll.
Shit.
And there's actually a random chart. I gotta make my
Random chart.
It's
yeah, random direction. Here we
It's
go.
not just a random chart. It's a random.
Okay,
chart.
so one of you guys just roll me a d10.
Go ahead.
No, you do it. I don't know.
All right, I'll do it. I got it. D10. 8.
8 goes to the left. Okay, it's not close to the guy, so it just goes over and it puts a hole through one of Martha's walls.
There's some guy next door. Well, he's got like a cereal bowl. He's walking to the living room, and the laser shoots. The bowl blows it up.
Okay, so
There's like hot milk everywhere.
we're gonna let Gabe go first.
All right. Again, I'm adding 20 to this. 108.
You hit. Crack! Now you were hitting it in its eye, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
Bam! And you hear it. And you don't know if it's been enough. Well, you don't know if it'll be able to recharge and shoot again because it shot first.
Yeah.
So maybe it won't be able to shoot again. So
Yeah.
good job. And it did stagger it back into the wall.
Nice.
Okay. Now, Deshaun goes, oh, there it is. And he pulls out this big hand cannon. It's like a mechanical thing. They're like, oh, let's see here. If I remember correctly, if I, and let's
And
see.
I look at him and like, wait a second. No like remote control thing or anything like that. Seriously?
No,
like-
of course not. Well, I didn't design that thing.
And
he,
I grab
he
it.
picks it. You grab it from. All right, you
I
take it
grab
from.
it from
the-
a, I was like, give me
Hey.
that thing.
Okay.
Before he-
So it's Anish again. Now it's going to
Okay.
attempt to punch Gabe at this time.
All right, I'm going after the leg again.
Okay. It gets a 3 for its Anish this time.
Oh, I roll this time, right? 6.
You guys win.
Okay, all right.
I only have 25 my regular karma left. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to hope for a good roll.
Okay.
Attack against the bad leg. A 1. I'm glad I didn't waste the karma.
You whiffed.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't waste the karma.
So,
I swing and there's a lamp on like a side table next to me, and I just launch. I hit it. This lamp was launching through the window.
you know what? Even better than that. Give me another agility check.
Oh, okay. I'm good with those.
You're gonna have to make a color.
Woof. No, I don't. 19.
19. So what happens is you take a swing at this thing,
Yeah.
and you're not used to fighting with a big heavy metal thing in your
No.
hands. So you take a swing and you lose it. You lose your grip on it, and it goes flying out of your hand. Smash right into Martha's TV and VCR.
No.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Martha.
Good thing you were not using our powers in there. we might have done some damage.
Okay. So all right. So it's Mental's turn, man. Jackson, Briggs.
All right. So I got I'm assuming it's like a 45 or something like that, right?
No, it's a big old like laser gun thing. It's
Oh.
not a pistol.
Oh,
It's
I thought it was like a.
No.
When you said hand cannon, I was like picturing the Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
Oh no! But
Okay.
to him, it's just huge. Yeah.
Okay, fine, but I still.
Okay.
Well, it's a gun, and I'm trained in it, so.
Yes. So you
So,
get your
yeah, I should-
agility. You roll on your agility, and you get to add one column shift to it. So.
Okay. And I
you're-
already have an excellent, but I'm also gonna. I'm gonna use up. I'm gonna use 20 karma.
20 karma.
points.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you're gonna roll on the remarkable table. So go ahead and give us a roll.
On the agility.
Mhm.
48.
48. That's a green.
Nice.
That's a hit. So
Nice.
this is what happens. You're like, all right, and you like pointed at it, and it goes. Boom. Now I need you to give me a strength feat.
Oh no, I'm really poor. What is that? I'm not
Yeah, that's
very
what I'm hoping.
strong.
63.
Oh,
What's your strength? It's a.
four.
Oh, it's a pour.
It's a 4. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm
Ooh.
actually really poor.
Okay, you got a green though. You just got a
Oh,
green, so that's
okay.
good enough. So this is what happens. You pull the trigger, it goes bam, and it flings back, and you just miss smacking yourself in the face with it. But it hits it. First, when it goes off, this big, huge, it's like a flashlight beam
Okay.
goes like and superheated the entire room. Just like the temperature goes up by like 20 degrees when this thing goes off, and it hits the chest of that robot, and it melts a big ass hole in it, and it almost melts
housing.
all the way through. And as it does that, and the gun's all smoking, and the robot just kind of goes, and then falls forward, boom, onto the floor.
Nice.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. That was
Oh,
good
yeah.
shooting. Well,
Jesus. Deshaun,
And
what the
Deshaun
heck? Did you
just
make
comes
this?
He just slowly takes it away from me.
let me go ahead and shut that off.
and he goes over and he puts it back into his bag.
Well,
Jesus.
Here.
Are we all sterile now because of this thing?
He takes his bag, goes over, kneels down next to the robot, and he's going immediately to work. And that's where we'll end the episode.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
Jeez.
All right.
That damn robot.
Good spot. Good
Well,
spot.
you finally took out the that pesky robot for good though. So that's a good thing.
Nice.
All
All
right.
right. Awesome.
All right, thank you, everybody. I want to say
Yeah,
thank you for
thanks.
tuning in to episode 3 of Saturday Morning Superheroes. The plot thickens, and who knows what's going to happen next? Who knows what Deshaun will find out from the robot? Who
You probably
knows?
know.
You might.
I know. Hell yeah,
I
know.
hope.
Yeah, I do know, and it's gonna be fun. But now it's like you guys are gonna have to start thinking about: is this gonna be a career? I mean, you gonna start? What are you doing?
I don't know if we're thinking about that yet.
I don't
think
know if
we're
you are.
thinking about seeing this through.
Yeah. That's really
But at
all
the
I'm
same
thinking about,
time,
yeah.
too, it's like you guys are definitely going to have to be mutants. In particular,
Yeah.
know the importance of hiding one's identity.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, going off and doing things with your powers and whatnot, you're automatically thinking about, well, I don't want anybody. Now, Gabe at least has got the little kerchief and the hood thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Jackson, on the other hand, just kind of. But the good thing about Jackson is that so far, a lot of what Jackson does, nobody can tell really.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's really easy to hide it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So all right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week with episode 4.
Wow.
And we'll go from there. And do you guys want to sign off? You want to say goodbye?
Sure. This is Kev Chan over in Seattle. Having fun, signing off. We'll hope to see you guys next week.
And I'm Adam, East Coast, West Coast, motherfucker.
Cleveland.
What that's the middle coast? What is
That's
that?
the middle coast, Holmes.
No coast. That's no coast.
Yeah, catch us here Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures, The Ghost of Saltmarsh. And then also Mondays, whenever I remember to put it up, a new edition of The Down Roll.
Mm-hmm. And on Wednesdays,
it's an RPG talk show starring Will DM and myself.
And on Wednesdays, we have Tales of a Savage Land at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is a Savage World game. And on Saturdays, right after this show,
well, at least
if you stick around,
shortly
after, it's like maybe an hour or so.
You got a break.
After this show. Yeah, you get a break.
Take a shower, get something to eat.
Get some snackages and get your beverages
on. God damn it.
Yeah.
The beverages should go first. Because snackages is not a word.
Sure it is. And then we've got the Windy City Kindred, which is Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
Nice.
But they're not really masquerading.
Well,
they're sitting there.
If you played the game, you'd understand.
You would understand.
I
get it.
You would know what the masquerade means.
Yes.
Oh.
He's not in the know, Cam Chan.
He doesn't.
I'm not in the know.
No, you're not
okay with that.
You're not that cool.
I'm comfortable with myself. On that note, we are out. Catch you next week.
Bye, guys.